Namaste, everyone. This is Roshani Shenazz, and welcome to our live session for the Zodiac Angel Soul Guidance for the month of August 2020. Welcome, Binokshi. Welcome, Prashant ji. Welcome, Manoranjan. Welcoming everyone on our Facebook family and on YouTube, whoever is getting online. All our Facebook family who comes regularly, please get onto Facebook so our comments and interactions can be there for me to see afterwards. We'll begin with a little overview of the month of August. The month of August is a very a period of awakening that aspect within us which has been subdued, which has been lying silent, which has been kind of lowered or dormant due to the external circumstances around our life. It heralds a positive business and career change as well for many people. I hope you all can hear me. If there is a problem, please let me know. Can everyone hear me? Please give me a thumbs up or a heart or something. Hi Kamna, hi Shalja, hi Falguni. So namaste and welcome everyone once again. I shall begin with a small, short overview of the month of August. The month of August is a time where our subdued or dormant energy to fulfill that part of our life which has been in the background for a long amount of time will surface. It is a time which will herald for many changes in business or career moves. Amidst all the chaos that is going on, yet the grief that is surrounding us will be held and strengthened, to dissolve the the very aspect or the very attributes that are bringing that grief to us. The strengthening of the inner self, the strengthening of our spiritual immunity is all going to take place in the month of August. It also guides that positivity will be at the central core of holding us up. And this month will be a turning point for many, whereby it will move us towards the unfolding of a more purposeful existence in our living. It could open us to, turning our hobbies into businesses, into work. Something that we were passionate about could become very integral to our lives and the lives of others as well. It guides us that we need to focus on this grand change that is sweeping in for all of humanity. And again, reminding us that in midst of chaos and grief, we have to rise above it to see how we can make the best of this challenging situation. It tells us to be careful of not going down in any spiral of sadness and victimhood, but rather see where can opportunities be opened up, where can gateways be thrown open for you to take the next step. With that, we move towards our first zodiac sign. Thank you for telling me that you can hear. Sometimes with the internet, right now it can be a little here and there, but God's grace be with us. So let's begin. So the first zodiac sign that we will share the guidance for is the Aries, governed by Archangel Ariel. I've already done the reading so that we save time, and I shall read the cards and the other extra channeled message. So the Aries are being told that opportunities are right there in front of you, and what your heart's desires are is actually unfolding in some way, but you are unable to notice it. You are being guided that once you clearly a lot of destructive distractions of sorts, which are hampering your determination, your focus, your concentration, and so on. So they are guiding you to spend little quiet alone time and focus on your priorities. Somewhere where priorities may have gone amiss. You may have scattered yourself with too much on the plate, maybe, or too little, whereby all that energy is being kind of, juiced out through laziness, through lethargy, through inertia or procrastination. So, whichever the way, they are asking you to meditate, do some yoga, do some mindful activities that will help you regain this concentration and focus back into life. You are also being guided to declutter. You will feel better and more focused when you take time to clear away the clutter from your life. Clutter of things and clutter of people as well, if at all. See if there is any person who is bringing you down constantly, with whom you are constantly whining, gossiping, or anything of that sort. Then please slightly move away from such interactions because they do you no good. Strengthen yourself, and then, in fact, you can help those very people to strengthen their lives as well, rather than succumbing to their traits, to their habits, and falling into the trap. You are also being guided to do some charity, do some donation, and see within your items of life, it could be clothes, it could be electronics, or anything. See what you can donate to someone who really needs it, and who, without much wear and tear, in good condition, if that things are, then please let it go from your system and allow somebody else to utilize it. There are special messages for children that are taken out this time as guided. So for the Aries children, it is being guided that help them to make a wish. Help them to wish for positive things. Help them to wish for things that they love, things that they want to do, and make them, kind of habitual to prayers, to affirmations, and things like that from the young age, so that as they move ahead, they know the power of manifestation, they know the power of being aligned to God's will, at the same time doing their human actions of what they need to do in their lives. The positive energy color for the Aries is violet. And yes, all of you who had written in the comments the other day on the post, please check your intuition if it is right and if you had written it right. So you can write in our comments right now if that was what you had intuitively guessed the other day. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, Taurus, governed by Archangel Samuel and Archangel Ariel. This time for you, for the Taurians, is to reward yourself, to pat yourself in appreciation for all the amazing work that you have been doing, on yourself and for others. Lately, you are more ready to receive, they are saying. And you need to take time out for meaningful activities based out of love. So yes, work might be there. There would be other new things. There could be something that is occupying your daily routine life. But amidst that, they are asking you to trickle in some little things that will bring you happiness, some spontaneity, some joyful activities, even if it is to just put on some music and dance or sing in your own homes. You are being guided to balance the giving and receiving in life at all times, and to keep that in mind, not just for this month, and essentially keeping your energy, mood, and motivational levels consistent. There are times they say that something kind of, trips you very, very fast from the external world. Something that someone says, something that someone does may ruffle you, but they are wanting you and asking you to work towards a certain equipoise in your inner world, so that nothing and no one from the outside can ruffle you up that easily. And the threshold of your patience, the threshold of your endurance will go higher and higher and further expand. Open your heart to love and allow the pouring of, love from all of creation to come to you, while you do the same to others. Your expansion of the life force energy will be at a great all-time high in this year particularly. And this month is going to be full of receiving and giving love, giving support, giving care to all your loved ones and your surroundings. There is an there is an authoritative female figure in your life that is going to, be more closer to you through this month onwards, and be an integral part of your further spiritual growth and your inner growth, so to speak, which will then obviously contribute to your outer growth as well. Your ability to manifest is growing at a very, very steady speed, because the overall energies of manifestation from thought, words to action is very, very fast. But your personal life force energy as well, in this case, is going to be heightened in this month. And they are guiding you to always and always describe your personal situations with great love and positivity, so that you are in that growth mindset, in that abundance mindset at all times. Look at certain situations of loved ones optimistically. So things that might put you off or it might sadden you, they are asking you to infuse optimism and positivity even in that, even though it may not be completely in your control. But your positive thinking will surely, if not fast but slowly, bring about those vibrations into their lives as well, that will help them in whatever they are doing. For the Taurian children, it is being guided that the parents help them experience their feelings. Many children might be undergoing a certain suppression, and with the current situation or the situation before that, for example, it could be that they are keeping things bottled, and that is going to affect their growth, their health, their minds, their confidence, and a whole lot of things. So parents are being asked to help the children to recognize and experience their feelings, do not be judgmental about them, and help them to open up more freely towards you. There could be an entry of a new pet for the Taurian children, and they might insist their parents to bring home a pet. But that pet energy is going to help the entire family and somewhere kind of contribute to the overall healing of the family, especially maybe an elder one in the family, if at all. The positive energy color for the Taurus is the beautiful pink, the pink of love. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, Gemini, governed by Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Falguni. You said true about Taurus. Great. Whatever that you connect with, please write your insights in the comments so that we know what you resonated with and what you connected with in the message. So for the Geminis, as per, in fact, the overall August energies, as I said earlier, that's being guided, there is a distinctive change in direction. There are changes that the Geminis are going to experience, which will be extremely overwhelming, full of gratitude and great spiritual growth. Open your heart to more love and guidance from the universe and know that you are protected. Your future is being taken care of. There will be a great amount of support coming in from all forms for the Geminis. And you are being guided that you will also possibly move into some kind of new, wisdom, knowledge, learning that will either be, cognizant to you, or it could be something that you are learning which has been brought to you. Something that will help the course of your life in what is already happening to elevate it to the next level. There is positivity, faith, and optimism in great collaborations that are going to happen in this month. And you are being guided to be your forceful lioness form in all the, possible elan that you can. And at the same time, be loving, compassionate, with humility, gratitude, and blessing. You are being told that you are opening doorways to positive experiences and opportunities. And with these positive expectations of the energy, you can easily, be able to do away with a large amount of any kind of temporary negativity that could have come towards you. It could be something from yourself, or it could be any kind of external negativity of jealousy or anything of that sort as well. If it has tried to tap into you, it shall be dissolved and broken down and disintegrated, is what the guidance wishes to tell you. Any kind of temporary setbacks, slow motion work, or anything like that in your path, know that it is all going to open up from August onwards. Keep the faith and keep going. Keep filling in your life with more and more gratitude, and you will be attracting more and more blessings from the world. You've always been counting your blessings, and you are being told to keep counting them more and more. And the more the gratitude that you generate, the more you are going to build up a reservoir of it. So keep going with that. There is also guidance that at some point, maybe with someone or something, there is a certain assertiveness that you might need to bring in. So maybe your humility, or maybe your, you know, uh, your access to people or things may allow someone to take you for granted, or may make them feel easygoing, you know, to do something which is kind of stepping into your energy zone or emotional boundaries. So when that or any such situation, if arises, then do not get into any retaliation of sorts, but lovingly be assertive to share through God's love the right words with those people and tell them where your boundaries lie. So it may be that you may have to be this my lamb, and at times you might just need to rise up to the occasion. So this kind of a dual facet, may be required a little bit. It's not going to be harsh if you truly work with God's love, ask the angels to give you the right words to speak, and so on. For the Gemini children, it is being guided that the parents teach them to call upon their guardian angels, to pray to God, to do a little thank you prayer. It could be as simple as that school prayer of sorts, like, thank you, God, for the food we eat. Thank you, God, for everything, that little 5-6 liner that we had in school. It could be as simple as that. But inculcate in them a bit of secularism about God. Move away from just the framework of religion. Move away from allowing the child to realize that we all are one, to call upon that one supreme consciousness, to know that God dwells in each one and everything. Help children right from that onset to know this ultimate truth so that they do not grow up with judgment and discrimination. It is our responsibility to do that for them. And our responsibility also when we heal ourselves. When we heal ourselves, we are healing the entire lineage. We are healing the lineage that gave that to us, the unhealed energies through which we operate. And when we do that of healing ourselves, we put a full stop to that circle and thereby do not pass on our unhealed energies to our children and the next generation. So adhere to this guidance, comply by this for yourself, and allow your child to see you as a living example of non discrimination, non judgmentalism, and so on. The positive energy color for the Geminis is the powerful spiritual light blue. If any of you who have written the correct colors, please mention it so that we know the winners. Now we move on to our next zodiac sign, that of Cancer, governed by Archangel Gabriel. The Cancer sign is being guided to focus on matters of service. Even though you may be in a normal routine job, you are being guided to look around where you can serve through any of your talents or give service may not just mean by money. Yes, that is an integral part of charity or so, in the rightful way, that is. But it is more to do with soulful involvement as well. So see where you can volunteer your time, your efforts, your talents, your skill sets, your professional skills as well. This stream of continuously feeding of your focus into service will bring you things that you need and want in life, which are in fact for your highest best and which could be of highest use to others as well through you. So put this focus and allow the stream of giving and receiving. The more that you get open to giving, the more you shall receive. You are being told that in a certain situation, especially, there may have been some bias, and you are being guided to focus on the underlying truth of that matter rather than seeing something that is head on, something that is being shown to you, something that is right in front of you. Okay. You're also being asked to express through creative actions. So see if you can involve yourself with creativity, any painting, writing, singing, music, any action that can be expressed through creativity. There are certain bottled feelings and emotions that you may not have spoken to a loved one or to a person concerned, and you may be brought to a crossroad where you may need to make a choice to speak to that person. And they are guiding you to know that you are protected and loved. And with all that love of the universe, they would ask you to empty yourself in true honesty and express your feelings. But before that turnaround time comes, please start doing this expressiveness through creativity so that your emotions already are started to transmute any negativity of hurt, resentment that may be there, bottling up that may be there, will start transmuting through this creative expression and kind of ready you to speak to this person. Know that everything that you need is infinitely supplied by that God source. The providence is there for all of us, and you need not worry. Faith will open up your doorways to receive. For God, there is no lack and there is no limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance with Mother Earth, with God, to give to all of us. It is we who shut down our receiving channels. It is we, through our sanskaras, our karma, that block that receiving, or do not get that, or do not receive it in its rightful form. So open up yourself to this source, the Creator, so that you may receive all that is due to you. For the Cancer children, it is being guided that some children might open up to their intuitive gifts. So you might find some children who are getting into spirituality more, who are having experiences, who end up telling you that, Mom, I saw this and somebody came and spoke to me, or somebody said this to me in my head, or I heard a voice. It could be anything. You're being guided, or they could see a spark of light, for example, flashing in their room or something of that. But whatever it is, they are guiding the parents not to shut them down. Please be open with them and allow the children to express themselves to you, and do not rubbish them off. Do not tell them this is all nonsense, it's in your head, there's nothing like this that exists. Break it up for them, in fact. Speak to them openly, allow them to share, and allow them to, just keep that kind of, expansion of their heart energy, whereby they know that you can receive from them anything that they want to say, and they are not apprehensive and they are not curbing their actual feelings and emotions. Through this, in fact, children also shut down their gifts many a times. Most of us who have had gifts but not experienced them completely in its heightened form in our childhood is because at some point or the other our elders may have shut us off. So please do not repeat that cycle and do not allow your children to subconsciously shut down their gifts. High energy, restless, naughty, so to speak, children will be quite a handful this month, and the parents are being guided to be equipped with it. Don't lose your temper, give them more love, and try to be a child with them. Everyone's going through things. We as adults can express ourselves. Children and many times extreme elders, old people cannot express themselves with what they are feeling with the ongoings. So be patient with them, be a little more compassionate with them, and allow them to just, throw open their hearts to you. as many times I've repeatedly said this through our live sessions, that primarily the guidance is the universal guidance for the zodiac sun sign. But if at all your moon sign is XYZ and your sun sign is ABC, I would request you to hear both, because many times it so happens that even the moon sign will resonate with you, because ultimately it is the Rashi, it is the sign that is governing you as well. And thereby you will see resonance in those messages too. So hear both the messages and see what parts of both the signs is the closest to you in your life and what manifests in August. And thereby you will be able to calibrate that more of the sun sign has manifested or resonated, or more of the moon sign. And accordingly, just be with it, because energy keeps changing. So sometimes you might find that the moon sign is more resonating with you at a particular time, and the sun sign is more resonating at another time. So listen to both of them and see what is the best unfolding that is happening to you in the month of August. We now move on to the color. The positive energy color for Cancer is the powerful and beautiful silver. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, that of Leo, governed by Archangel Radziel. This month is a time to greatly cleanse and detoxify physically and emotionally. Many could have put on more weight. Many could have put on a lot of emotional toxins in this month, and you are being guided that you need to take this detoxification very, very seriously. Release all kind of attachments that are bringing you down. You see this? Yes. These are representing and guiding you that the attachments that you have with the world, with the loved ones, near and dear ones, which are toxic attachments in any way, they need to be cut off. They need to be cut off, where you need to get yourself to become more strengthful, more solid in your inner life force energy, in your inner immunity. And there is more work pending to be done on that matter. You need to take care of your precious body. It is high time you think of yourself, because if you are not well enough, then it will be difficult for you to do things for others. You are also being guided to continue your life affirming ways to deal with the stress and to ease out any sorrow in shedding your old ways. It may be at times that you may feel you are doing a lot too much. It may at times feel to you that you have been going all hog, but things are not happening. But they want to guide you that there are more underlying layers than what meets the eyes. And very often, things that are done in its ritualistic way because you're aggressively working towards it may not actually be implemented, and thereby may not be imprinted into your system. So being awareness of what you are saying, doing, praying, and what you are implementing. If in the implementation you are constantly fearing, you are constantly in a hubba bubba, you are constantly in a panic zone, worry zone, then all those prayers and things are diluted. They do not stay on for very long. So they might give you that aha moment for some time and again bring you back. So please be more focused on your doing part of it, on the actioning part of all the life affirming practices that you are doing. There is also a time for increased abundance if you focus on positivity and release this unnecessary attachments to the past. The abundance flow, a raise, a promotion, or something of that sort awaits you if you are seriously and diligently going to work on things at the, you know, nipping them at the bud. Anything that is done at the shallow level, at the surface level, is not going to work. They are once again reminding you. The result of your positive willingness in certain matters and taking action based on the divine guidance that you are given, you will be able to convert one very particular situation which has been sticky into a great leap. You'll be recognized for your work. There will be people appreciating you. So please receive that appreciation with love and gratitude and blessings, and do not let it go unaccounted for just because it is not coming from where you want it. And beautiful, even from the third deck, it says the same thing, that your actions are resulting in different forms of abundance in your life, and prosperity can be round the corner in many facets and aspects if you truly live up to complying by the guidance that you are given. Harmony with children is on the cards, and try more and more to do away with expectations from your children or from your elders. So if you are a youngster, do away with your expectations from your elders, from your parents. And if you are a parent, then do away with your expectations from the children. Allow them to leverage, their own strengths and know about life. If there is any overprotection, hovering, or clinging that your energy has been doing on your children, please step back, because that may take you further away from them. The children are being guided as well to please note that at no point in time any energy from either ends which is in a strain. Any rudeness, any hurting will have great karmic implications. So please make sure that you do not hurt each other. Please make sure that you are not unkind to each other, because the manifesting energies of our karma overall is very, very high. And any kind of hurt and things that we have brought about to people will manifest at lightning speed. So this is for all, and not just for the Leos, but Leos with more focus in this month. The specific message for the children is to say a prayer for all that is happening right now. Say a prayer for your own life, for your parents, for your loved ones. And how much ever, whatever strain that you may have, please disallow it to convert into unforgiveness or resentments. And if you've had any such, then make sure that you focus to heal these attributes of life. These are at some point in time going to come back right in the face to you, in your health, in your abundance, in your growth, in your finance, and any other areas of life. Where the most vulnerability will lie, it will show up over there. So please be careful and keep this month to focus on healing and harmonizing any parental, ancestral issues that you might be having between your elders and children. The positive energy color for the Leos is the powerful red, the red of passion, the red of power, the red also to heal your root chakra with all the fears of survival and the fears of finances, fears of relationships, or any kind of such fears. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, that of Virgo, governed by Archangel Metatron and Archangel Ariel. The Virgos are being told that there is a chance meeting seemingly to you, but it's not a chance by itself. It's not a coincidence. You will be divinely made to meet in an orchestrated, form, or somebody becoming a catalyst, a new partner. It could be a business partner. It could be a partner of life. It could be a partner or support in your vision. Be careful and pay attention to the new people got into your life in any way, through any form. It could be through social media, it could be through somebody you already know. So, wherever it is, just be with an open heart, mind, and soul, open eyes and ears to see where divinity is, plonking that person into your life. This time is also a time for fruition of some prayers that you've been doing. It could be prayers for a loved one, it could be prayers for your own self, for a job, or anything of that sort. Recognize all such people, feelings with greater attention this month. Some of the Virgos may also be compelled to think of alternative ways of earning through their other skill sets. It might be something that you've learned in the past, you are educated in that, but you've not utilized. It could be something that you can do, you have the ability to do, but you're not skilled or certified, so to speak. Whichever the case, something will come about in this month to solidify this action. So you could be learning something, or you could be going back to an old skill set, doing consultancy, or becoming an entrepreneur in that front. So many Virgos might go that path, but if they hold on to any fears, if they hold on to any kind of rigidity that often Virgos are very, very stubborn. I'm being guided right now that a lot of times your stubbornness creates a lot of strain in loved ones, with loved ones, or strain in workplace or anything of that sort. So work on your, flexibility levels. Be open to hearing the viewpoints of others. Take it into consideration, and then filter out what is required and what is not. But be open to it. Listen to other people's point of view and start exploring. Make a list of things that you can do sitting home. Make a list of things that you think you can break as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, and so on. And there is a pathway, a doorway that is going to open up this month. Stay true to yourself. Do not compromise in watering down your ideas. I'm thinking, no, this is rubbish. I don't think I can do it. Oh, I'm 50-year-old. I don't think I can do this. No, do not let any kind of framework obstruct you from your vision. Listen, trust, and follow your inner voice. If you wish to do a bounce spot with a loved one, please do so. It is being guided. And do not say, enough, I don't want to hear anything from you. It's okay. Don't do that. Allow, however, they may be younger to you, they may be elder to you, whatever it is, to a bounce spot, to a brainstorm, and you shall come to a definitive conclusion. You are also being guided to focus on your priorities to receive the outcome of a particular situation. Something with people. It could be either a workplace thing, your society, your building. It's showing surroundings. The surroundings could be either of these. So see whereby you need to, kind of somewhere put your foot down, kind of a thing. It is being guided. And focus on the priorities and help others to focus on the priorities as well. And this particular thing may be producing certain anxiety, even though you are trying to put up a strong front. You are being told that there is time, attention, emotions, all being drained into the situation, and you do not deserve that. You need to address it, call a spade, and try to put on a little loving assertiveness in getting it done. Also in your life, see and prioritize your life to, chalk out your next steps, chalk out things for your health, do some yoga, you're being guided, meditation, or some spiritual practice needs to come into your life. Being spiritual and being religious are two different things. And even if you may be sad that you've not gone to your place of religion since the last many months, they want you to know that God dwells in and around us. Prayer and praying is one thing according to our religion or whatever that you may be doing, but these life affirming practices of yoga or meditation or more focus and concentration, mindful activities will help you to elevate from the point where you are and take it to the next, which is also going to be beneficial to your loved ones and your surrounding. For the Virgo children, there will be more of, you know, kind of intermingling and very devoted time spent with family. Though we've been locked down or we might have been together since, March, all of us, it is yet being guided that many families or people might be feeling strained, in fact, staying together and may have their own rooms or have their own activities, or children might have their school activities or something. So try to prioritize that for your child and allow the child to be playful with you. Allow the child to have more cozy family time with all of you rather than just the online studies or whatever that may be there. The positive energy color for the Virgos is the powerful, protective purple. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, and that of Libra, governed by Archangel Jophiel. Please write in the comments what you're resonating with. Please write your insights. Please write things that you feel connected to from the messages, and anything that transpired from your last month's messages, from what resonated with you. It would be great to listen to them, hear them, see them, and it will surely be inspiring for other people's lives too. So we get back to Libra. Time for whatever blockages of abundance that were there, as I said, right in the first part of the overall month. And it beautifully states through all these cards, through all the readings in so many, zodiac signs, about the powerful opening of abundance through different ways in our lives. And that is what August is carrying. So it will heal certain financial situations, give up your worries about money, about survival, and so on. And you will be guided how to create new abundance, how to multiply your abundance for the right usage. Also, pray that you are, a balanced user or operator of all these resources of money and so on that the universe is gifting you with. Your financial situation in a particular part of your life. So, for example, it could be through the profession, it could be through inheritance, it could be through a gift of a support through your vision, it could be a business partner, it could be anything of that sort. But the abundance is going to open up in this month, through this month. So it is not so that the windfall may be there all this month. It may be opening up the ways and forms for you to receive that abundance. The law of attraction is working at a very heightened speed, as said earlier as well. So make sure that each thought that you are having, you are investing into only positive thinking. Make sure that the mind is not concocting stories for immediate dividends, for instant gratifications, and so on. Make sure that you focus on longevity, on substantial living, on positive living. Know that you have the power to choose your thoughts and thereby to be aware of them at every point in time. Through your meditative practices and all that you may have already been doing, you will be able to attune yourself, to align yourself with the high, the energies of the higher frequency. You shall see a completely new bloom in the garden of life, it is saying. Beautiful. You're also being guided to look into a part of your life which is based on the skill set of writing. Start writing if at all you gave up before, or if you think that no, I cannot write, make an attempt and ask your guardian angels to support you, ask God, divinity to support you and move ahead. Maybe join or create a writers group with some friends where you bounce board ideas and share maybe a couplet or so every weekend. Encourage yourself, and maybe you'll end up encouraging others as well in the bargain. But writing is going to help you and is somewhere going to be a forward path of even revenue generation and earning for you or for many liberals. So, as such. Your words will help people, your words will have a certain effect with people when you write from the core of your being and ask God to flow through you. How wonderful and truth, the ultimate truth that it is. That when we step aside from our physical ego mind, our physical false ego self, we allow God to permeate us and work through us all along. For the Libra children, it is being guided that parents need to look into a factor of helping them drink more water. There could be things like dehydration or not drinking enough water that can cause a little concern. But it is nothing to really worry about. It is just to, in the situation that we are in, with the climate, with things that are surrounding, with the lifestyle that the child may be having, it is a possibility. So the Librans are being guided that they are hydrated at all times and make sure that you develop this habit in yourself and in your children to have a good, ideal quantity of water in the whole day. It also is metaphoric to hydrating your life. So nurture your life with, watch some good things, listen to some good music, listen to some motivational speeches or, work, listen to some chanting or whatever that can soothe you, nurture you, hydrate your soul. The positive energy color for Libra is turquoise, the color to ward away all evil. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, that of Scorpio, governed by Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Jeremiel. This month for Scorpions can be a harbinger of a physical wedding for some. Yes, you might think, who is getting wedded in these times? But no, there are many getting wedded. So there might be tying off a knot for a lifetime relationship. It could be also the wedding of two minds. When you get into a business transaction, when you get into a business partnership, you are wedded to that person, you see, because you need to work with that equal understanding, nurturing, and nourishing each other so that the larger picture, which is the business, can grow in its form. The same thing we do for life. So it could be a wedding of even two minds that can come together in this month. And the Scorpions are being asked to stick to the mutual respect and commitment levels in whatever they get into. It is going to be something that is not just fresh, it is kind of a move whereby it's developed and strengthened over a period of time. You are being guided to continually breathe life into it with lots and lots of love, care, understanding, faith, harmony, and compassion towards each other. Again, another common thread, if you see in so many zodiac signs, once again, even the Scorpions are being guided to do some sort of donation, teething, and charitable work. Right now, if you see, even though all the seeming bad that is going on, there is so much of goodness that is mushrooming in every corner. And that's the balance. That's the universal balance of life. That it may not be all good and all bad at any time. And just because we are not being made to be aware of that goodness, media doesn't carry goodness. Selective goodness may be carried, but there are common men in every nook and corner doing some amazing things for people right now in this situation with the COVID. But we only get to hear about gory things day in and day out. So the extension of ourselves for charity, for goodness, is not just that, okay, we are helping right now. Expand that to your life as well. Know that just as we say, बुराई कहीं नहीं जाती, अच्छाई भी कहीं नहीं जाती. It is all a part of us. Whatever we do is with us. Whether we are acknowledged, not acknowledged, whether somebody loves us or not loves us and likes us for that or this, yet the goodness that we do is accounted up there. And that is the only place that should matter. Because that is the place that only matters. Nowhere else. Because that is a meticulous bookkeeper, account keeper, our karma, our soul. So without any expectations, keep doing the good and know that even if the good is not falling onto your ears, don't encourage the bad just because media and the influx of everything around us is constantly promoting the bad. Know that somewhere in some corner, there is some common person just like you who is doing good. The Scorpions are also being guided to pay attention in your dream state. So pay attention to any specific visions. Most of the times, our dreams are mental apparitions. Our unspent sanskaras are burnt out through the dream state. But when we get visions, they are specific in their beginning and ending. They are specific and make you feel as if you are alive in that situation and you have gone through it right there. So differentiate in that, pray to God, pray to angels to give you the inner understanding of these, to help you interpret, to help you remember when there is a vision. So pay attention to it. And remember that when you get such poignant visions, these will be answers to something that is lying in your unconscious or subconscious mind. And these would appear only and only to help you on your path ahead. For the children, the parents are being guided that you take one step at a time. So, see what is the most important thing for the children. Make sure that you're not overloading them with things, either overloading them with information, overloading them with studies, or overloading them with rules, whatever may it be. Go slow, take a step at a time, and know that their capacity of intake is different from your capacity. So don't try to equate it, and don't lose your cool because they are not at the same capacity. Once again, for even Scorpion kids, many of them are close to nature. They're close to the animal kingdom, to the elemental world. So they might want to, like, be urging to step out and stuff like that. If you have a little compound or, a little porch area, just take the child down, give them a little breath of fresh air, because being confined in that closed space, most of the people live with air conditioners on all the time, which is not healthy again. So take the children down, help them to be in nature, and help them to be with your pets, maybe if at all you have pets in the house, and allow them to explore their spontaneous natural being of existence. The positive energy color for the Scorpio is the color orange. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, and that of Sagittarius, governed by Archangel Raguel. The Sagittarians are being guided that you may have received a certain idea or a certain decision in your mind, in your heart, as an answer to a particular prayer. It could be about a person, it could be about a job, it could be a career, business, it could be anything. But know that that is trustworthy guidance. Okay? They want you to know that it is an innermost guidance or it's guidance to an external factor. It is the decision that needed to be taken. It had been on the back burner for a very long time, and you needed to put that into action. Any kind of work ideas that might be there, career related business ideas that would be there, they are guiding you to do all the possible spade work and put them into some sort of, even with a baby step, put it into action in this month. Every step you will be guided, and be open to receiving the support related and needed for this particular idea. Stay true to your real, authentic self. You don't need to be somebody else for someone or anyone. You're being guided that over a period of time, you have worked really hard to be your authentic self. And that is going to turn tables very, very soon for you to, achieve that what you really wanted to in your outer world as well. Know that you are divinely perfect. And even though it may have seemingly taken any long time for you to do something, learn something, know that the situations that needed very, very high attention are slowly, slowly coming into alignment. So they are rectifying themselves, and things are going to, show up in its right form to you in your life. Organize yourself for more success. And though you may think there's nothing really to do, clarity of purpose and what you want to do will surely have its own results. Organize your thoughts, organize your living and workspace, your finances, and again, they're reminding, even though you may feel, oh, it's useless, why should I plan any actions? No. Please plan your actions and put them into place, and write down some baby goals that you want to achieve. to reach that larger milestone. Your inner light is going to shine brighter. And in the next 3 months, there is going to be a very, very evident turnaround for Sagittarius. A sense of freedom, freedom of existence, freedom of being truly aligned to your true self is kind of, going to hit your conscious mind, and you are going to be more aware of it. You're being guided to take on to penning down or journaling your thoughts and putting them into writing, so that it could be stories, it could be poems, it could be anything. But something nice is going to come out of that. So even though you may feel you're doing it just for yourself, who's going to read it, where it's going to go, don't think about all of that and just put it down for yourself for now, even if that is. For the children, the parents are being guided. Listen closely to hear their messages. Your children might be telling you something important. Your children might be expressing in their own way. And because you are so, tight forced to see things or hear things in a certain way, you may be missing what they're really trying to say. So you are being guided to kind of come down to their level somewhere, you know, and maybe give them more understanding, give them more of you than what you're already giving. The elder Sagittarians, if at all you have nieces, nephews, your own children, do a little chatty time with them. Ask them to speak up what is going on in their mind, what is going on in their hearts, which they've never shared, or something of that sort, so that it can help them to kind of, elaborate their feelings a little more better to you. The positive energy color for the Sagittarians is the maroon. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, and that of Capricorn, governed by Archangel Ariel and Archangel Osriel. The Capricorns are being guided that there is some amount of energy work that needs to be brought in into your life, and this month will be important for you to do that. To be aware that your entire body, your entire system is a remarkable force of magnificent energy, and that you need to work in tandem with the energy within and outside of you. Bring it into alignment so that everything that you are really doing finds a more aligned purpose to its existence. Many Capricorns will also move towards energy work in some sort. The Capricorns who need, resolve towards any issues, healing of relationships, parents, spouses, childhood, anything, need to get back to the focus of healing their inner world. They are trying to firefight with, instant gratification things, maybe at the top level, kind of attacking symptoms many a times, most of the times, but you are being guided to look in deep within. And some spiritual practice with a mentor, master needs to begin so that you can get back into that inner space, which actually is the driving force of our lives. It is also asking you to open up to asking. Maybe you are in a, in any authoritative position, or maybe in the position where you uh, have this thing, only I will give and I don't want to receive. They're asking you to loosen up slightly on that, so that you are able to extend yourself in humility to ask for help as well, asking help from God, divinity, or fellow humans. Know that your free will is always there for you to exercise, and ultimately you may have all the knowledge possible in the world, but unless and until your free will implements and puts it into action, there is no result. You are being guided to have more confidence in your creations, in things that you create, in things that you are working towards, rather than only be kind of, dependable on the external validation. Validation from other people, validation from, friends, or anything of that sort. So yes, do take validation, do take confirmation, do take insights from your friends and all. But firstly, before you do that, have confidence in what you've created. Even if it is not complete, even if it is not up to the mark that you want, share it with others so that you can make the tweaks, you can explore to improvise on it, or anything of that sort. Any of the Capricorns who have been doing spiritual practices will see a heightened sense of calmness and tranquility, a sense of, like, very inner balance and focus that will be very, very obvious through the month of August. For the children, the parents are being guided to help them understand that, just like everything else, their work life, school life, their play life also needs to be balanced. So don't push them to just the homework or the, you know, forceful online things of completion and so on and so forth, which might be pushing them to a corner. Allow them to do their homework at their own pace. Allow them to be, a little more freer in their mindset, and, in the ambience or atmosphere surrounding them. Most of them are going to diligently be doing what they have to do. Some who may not be doing so, help them to learn in more loving ways. Learn prioritizing in loving ways. The positive energy color for the Capricorns is the powerful gold. We now move on to our next zodiac sign, and that of Aquarius, governed by Archangel Uriel. The Aquarians are being guided to be aware against over perfectionism. Work towards things that you need to do. And the even extreme in some cases of the Aquarians could be, just this very casual lethargy of sorts, meaningless, like, it's not that you've done a lot of work and you are tired or anything of that sort. So be aware if there is unnecessary tiredness or unnecessary fatigue or procrastination that is taking you away from your work. And at the same time, for the Aquarians who are on the extreme end of over perfectionism, do not be so. So come in between to do the rightful things in its right priorities so that you can move towards, polishing your skills, polishing your learnings, or anything that you need to do for your work or business or job life. Also, when you are putting off things, they want you to be aware and bring in questions. Why am I putting this off? Why am I going to do this tomorrow? Why can't I do it right now? What is making me push this away? When you ask these rightful questions, you will be able to, dissect the whole procrastination business, the whole pattern that may be driving you away from your growth. There will be some helpful, supportive partnerships in your career life that will come in, and partnerships of your personal life will benefit as well as contribute to the beneficial attributes of your other, that is professional and career life. You're receiving guidance and help from the heavens. Be open to receiving. Be open to complying and doing what you need to do, bringing the much needed skills and resources into action. So you need to play your part somewhere and see what may be missing out, see what you may not be doing, for example. You're also being asked to daydream a little bit, have aspirations, put on some maybe completely bizarre, out of the world dreams and visions. Don't think about how I'm going to, oh my God, that's so big. How will this happen? How will that happen? Oh, right now the whole world is in this. Why am I thinking? No. They're guiding you to not do that. They're guiding you to yet keep your positivity going, of putting into writing your goals, writing what you wish to do in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, in the next 6 months, and then break it up further. What am I going to do this today to achieve what I want to achieve 1 year later? And thereby take your baby steps to doing that. Look around you of people who may have certain skill sets whose work can benefit you or through you benefit another larger, space of life, larger crowd or larger amount of people in life. Bring those partnerships into existence. Partner with those people, and it will be beneficial to you and beneficial to the other people through you in your surroundings. These partnerships will be highly spiritual, highly aligned, and for the benefit of the higher good of humanity. Beautiful. Another common thread running this month is pets. The pet energy is seemingly very high this month. And once again, it is told that the Aquarian children or the parents as well will have more spending time with their pets. Look into the well being and health of your pets, and some may have a little concern which may need to be addressed. So don't procrastinate and think something small it is and let it be. Address it. Spend more loving time with them and intend that the loving, healing energies that are being created with the pet being around are helping you heal what needs to be healed. Pets are very, very therapeutic to elderly, care people, and at the same time with children. Now, you know why this happens energetically? I'm guided that it happens because when we are children, we have an open energy form. We are in our highest expansion because the garbage has not yet filled in. We are more open. We don't have dogmatic frameworks that have taken over our lives already. So we are more open, and thereby, when we introduce children to meditation and prayers and life affirming practices right from childhood, right from 6 and 7 years of age, then we will see how quickly they imprint, how more fascinated they are towards these practices of affirmations and prayers and things like that, more than you and me were at our age, because it is an open ground, it's conducive soil. And the same thing somewhere happens when in the elderly form we are able to release our rigidity. In most cases it grows more and more when we are elderly and become old, but in some cases the soil becomes conducive again. And pets are really, really good to help in that healing energy of the children and the elderly alike. They are helpful to us as well, but the resonation of that energy is far higher with children and elderly. The positive energy color for the Aquarius is lavender. I think I missed the positive energy color for Capricorn. And the positive energy color for Capricorn was gold. We'll move into our last zodiac sign, and that of Pisces, governed by Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Sandalphon. The Pisces are being guided that you have to work a little harder to disallow fear to keep you away from your vision and mission of life. Old setbacks, old betrayals or cheating or anything of that sort might kind of, become more active in your heart and mind through this month. And they are only happening so that you address them and you heal them. You may have kept them aside, you may have kept them on the back burner, not paid attention to it, or not want to look at it, fearing the consequences. But you're being asked to heal them. Listen only to love. Operate only out of love based energies. Operate only out of that which is love, you are being told. Increase time for exercising your manifesting abilities. And at the same time, increase time for physical activities and energy building as well. Any form of exercise that you want, please bring it into your life. You are being guided that your energy levels are rising and about to rise, and therefore it is going to push you towards releasing all that is weighing you down of sorts. Choose fun and meaningful activities that can help you break through, that can help you through this processing time of emotions and experiences. It is like returning to the paradise that you always wanted. Get away from this emotional baggage that you are carrying, release it through spiritual practices, through healing, through regular exercise, through regular prayers, affirmations, meditation, whatever that suits you best, that you can access, so that you are able to move on to the next part of your life. This very beautifully, the third card denotes exactly the same of take this window period as an opportunity to forgive, opportunity of bringing forth the healing of all that you have kept away from. This opportunity is presenting itself to you this month so that you can leave all these toxins behind. They are guiding you to bring forth your true attributes of compassion, of love, of kindness, so that all this goodness that is kind of, packed inside of you can come out. For example, your goodness of trusting people or being just, randomly kind to people may have been blocked due to an event earlier, and you would have kind of, you know, boxed yourself, stating that I'm never going to trust anyone, I'm never going to do this, I'm never going to be kind. So release all such ultimatums. Allow the universe to work with you to heal your own soul, to benefit your own life, and thereby of the surroundings. Because when you heal it, you will be kind again. You will be able to exercise your true attributes once again, and thereby benefit everyone around you. So please bring that forth. Please do that so that you are able to live your true self. Be careful of temper and arrogance. These two are somewhere, like subdued traits that put up their, snakehood at times in your life. But these are also detrimental to your relationships. You are being guided that you look into those, and you are, asked to be aware when anger is rising. It is important to express your emotions or anger at times, but to have constructive anger and have destructive anger are two different things. So start knowing the difference. Grow in your awareness through some life affirming practices once again, and make sure that you bring this into your reality of holding on to your emotions, processing them, so that finally you can heal them. For the children, it is guiding that the dream state might become very, very active. They might be very lucid in stating of what they are seeing, what they are visualizing, and so on. Again, another thread, if you see, children's spiritual attributes and their spiritual gifts will be heightened through this month and further on as well from this month. So all the parents are being cautioned not to rubbish them and to create a nurturing, atmosphere for them to narrate it, to share it without any hesitation or lies. When we are judgmental, when we, scoff them off, then children start speaking lies. When you are over strict, children start speaking lies. So make sure that you are drawing your balance in your own actions. Because always remember, children do not listen to words, they only see the actions, they follow the actions. You have to be a living example in all the attributes that you want to imprint in your children. You all, as parents, can call in Archangel Gabriel to allow you and help you in your motherhood or fatherhood, and help you in the upbringing of your children, so that you are not filling and mind conditioning them in any wrong way by imposing your unhealed energies onto them. The positive energy color for the Pisces is the color brown. So here we are with all our Zodiac angel soul guidance messages for the month of August. I hope that you all comply by them, put them into action so that you can see the fruition of all these beautiful messages into your life. I send you lots of love, strength, of harmony, of health, of everything that's in goodness of life and God, to surround you, to help you process this time that we all are facing. Be with each other. I'd shared a post recently. Let it be physical distancing and not social distancing or emotional distancing. Reach out to people who you may know need your help, or just reach out and say hi, hello, or whatever you can, depending on your timelines. See what you can do, even for one person. It is impossible to do everything for everyone, but even if we can do something for someone, it goes a long way. So be there for yourself first, because charity begins at home. When you are looking after for yourself, for your spiritual growth, for your physical upkeep and well being, then you are contributing to the well being of others as well. Because that's the vibrations that you will emit. That is what you will give out into the world. As I always say, you cannot squeeze an orange and expect apple juice to come out. So, what is inside of us is only going to come out when squeezed. When life squeezes us, when friends squeeze us, when loved ones squeeze us. So, be aware of what you're filling in, be aware of what's growing inside of you, be aware what you are sharing and emitting into the world, because it matters a lot. It matters at every step. And with that love, I sign off for today. See you all again soon. A very, very big namaste and Jai Baba to all of you. Stay blessed, loved, and protected. In love and light and super duper Godspeed. I shall read your comments and answer them soon tonight. Lots of love to you. And yes, I would like to announce our one winner that I saw and I picked up. Bena's Dabar from our Facebook page community, who had written the right answer, Leo, for the positive energy color red for the Leos. So, Benas Davar, you are the winner as guided for this beautiful angelic gift that I had stated in the post. So, if you wish to do a session with me in the next 3 months, anytime, please write into our Reach Us form on my website, www.roshanishenazz.com, and you shall get an angelic gift waiver of 25% on your session. Lots and lots of love to all of you, and stay tuned to our page on our YouTube. Go and do the meditations and the powerful healing sessions on my YouTube, which can really, really help you all in this time and thereafter as well for your spiritual and physical growth. So, once again, goodbye, good night, good morning, good day, wherever in the world you are. Lots and lots of love to you. Jai Baba. Namaste.